Okay, we're just screwing around this morning working on a warp cell assembly line. And we're going to run to the market and put a few containers to sell. Is what I am going to do here. Alright, let's get off the ground. Release the brake. And we'll take over to parts known. I had auto leveling on. Check save variables. Might not have saved. Not a long trip here. We're just gonna go. So I use this for my little shuttle to go to the markets. It is space capable, of course, but it only holds a small container, so it's only worth taking to the market. I say shuttle the markets back and forth. It's good to keep. Takes a whole lot less fuel to use this little puppy than it does the other one. Whole lot less. So we take it. I can make a lot of trips to this market and back in this shed for very little fuel, unlike the big one that just sucks it dry. Place to land on the pad today. Sometimes it's just easier not to mess with landing on the pad. Doesn't look like anybody's on it. Miss this guy's ship, I guess. All right. So I don't always land on the pad. If they're crowded, I don't mess with it. I'll link this. Turn the link on. Alright, hopefully it'll work today. It has been acting funky. You never can tell. I like this little market. It's out of the way, and I still sell stuff, so I don't really care. Not near as crowded as the other ones. But we're going to sell our daily allotment of containers. I don't flood the market, but I do. Okay, you're going to be a pain in the ass today, aren't you? Yeah, see, I don't know how this is working. There it goes. Let's see if it'll create. Ah! See, the trouble is right now is the link containers are being a pain in the ass. And that's what the problem is. So let's see, what have I got in inventory? If I put this over here, it's gonna fail to move items. See, you know what? And that's the trouble right now. The link is not working. Okay, so let's go out. We'll take off the link. Like I say, this has been a problem since yesterday. Oops, guess I went the wrong way, huh? The links just aren't working right, is what it boils down to. No matter what you do. So you can't sell because of your link. Let's see if we can do it this way. I'll see it's saying that it's probably full, so let's try to move one. Let's put this over here now, and let's see if we can get both these containers in here. Now, I don't have enough room in my nano pack for that one, so we're going to reset link container, and then we're going to declare it again. Hopefully when we go in it'll work. But first we'll sell these two out of our inventory. And we might be able to get the large in there afterwards. Who knows? Like I say, it's been a problem for 24 hours or so. The links are not working properly. What do you gotta do? Just find workarounds. So we're gonna go back in here and we're gonna try this again. Create a sell order to see, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Is it gonna work? Yes. Now we're gonna try to turn the link on and see if we can get this to work. If not, we're gonna hope we can go back in and get the container. There is no guarantee that I can fit it in the nano pack because it is a large one. Yeah, see. 60, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully it'll work this time. Yes, okay. And then just check, and you can see we have them in there. Ain't that wonderful? Now we're going to put this back in our inventory. There we go. The link is now working. Sometimes you reset it, it works. Sometimes it don't. Like I say, it's just the way it is. Okay, and that's all we need to do. This guy had a rough landing. See that? He's smoking. And that comes from a rough landing. Now, I really do like going to the big places because you get, this ship has been here for weeks. I don't know whose it is, but it's obviously been abandoned. But frame rates are already always good out here. Like I say, I sell all right. But it is neat to look at the ships if you go to the big marketplaces like 2 Trouble is, that's on the other side of the world for me, and it's a little costs a little bit more to fly there. So now we're going to go back to our base, where our other ship is. We'll set destination, and we will go back. Raise our landing gear. We'll take off. I need to resave the variables, I think. Disengage the brake. We are flying away. Yeah, I think I need to save the variables again because I have anti-roll on. That does self-level after it rolls. There's a guy's ship down there. A little bit different. Pretty neat ships sometimes. You can never tell what you see. Some of these guys are really good at shaping voxels. I suck at it, so I play with my Lego blocks. As my buddy Demented Warlock always tells me, it looks like a Lego ship, and I have to agree with him. Yeah, frame rates are jumping a little bit here today. It's fine on the way out, but see, it's grabbing. And you know, I've noticed it does that over these snow peaks. Whenever you've got ice peaks and stuff, it seems like the frame rate takes a dump. Especially on Alioth. Going over that big ice pack, frame rates are always bad. For me. It seems like wherever there's ice packs, the frames are terrible. Now, I don't know why that would be, but that's what it seems like. And if you haven't noticed, I'm running a custom HUD made by Dementia, and I really like it. It is so much more cleaner and efficient and looks like a space HUD. And it does neat things. It does make flying fun again. It's a lot of work to fly in dual universe. It's not the easiest thing. You have to get used to it. Yeah, frame rates aren't great today. But such is life. They're not god-awful, but yeah, they're hovering around 30 or so. Should be 60. Should be, but they're not. What can you say? It's all about how the servers are acting. Now, I packed up all my ships with a blueprint and then redeployed them because of... Remember to replace some of your elements every now and then when you get skill points, because it does make a difference. A lot of the talents are based on as you put down. If they're already put down and you train it, you have to pick the element back up and put it down. So I just blueprinted everything again and picked everything up. You know, disassembled everything, and then I redid the blueprint, and I got quite a few performance gains out of it. But you can do the individual components, but I just have been so long since I did it. It was just easier for me to do the whole, just disassemble everything. And especially the larger ship, it's got so many components on it. It would just be a mess to run around and chase it, so I didn't. I just made a blueprint and went around, took all the parts off, and put them back on with the blueprint. Worked out for me really good. As you can see on the top, I have couple factories. have, looks like we need to go a little more. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, let's see if we got it right here. No, we're too far back, so we got to go forward a little bit. It's kind of hard to judge in this game where you're at downstroking. Even in the cockpit, it does the same thing. Okay, we're still a little far back, but I can move it manually. It's not a big deal. I say it's hard to judge for some whatever reason. Maybe if I turn 3D depth on, but I hate everything being out of focus, so I don't do it. But we'll just pick it up and we'll move it up. And set it back for the next takeoff. Now I do have a big pad up there I could use to land the ships on, but you know what? It's that high, it's way up in the air, and it is a pain in the ass. It's okay, we got that done. Whoops. Let's turn the shit off. Let's see how much. I got a warp cell factory I've been working on the last 24 hours or so. It's producing now, but it's only producing 1 an hour. Okay, we got an electrical done. The trouble is, it's a pain in the ass to make warp cells. People don't realize it. Right now, I've got all this equipment. See this whole side here, this whole bank from that box, large box down there, all the way down here, is nothing but a warp cell assembly line. Put in resources on one end, and out this end comes a warp cell. The thing about it is that even with all this equipment right now, I am getting 1 an hour. So I am increasing the second to the last product, which is these two here. As you can see, the antimatter core unit, it takes an hour to make one. Same thing with this piece, the quantum alignment unit, takes an hour to make one. Now, when you go to final to assemble those, it takes 49 minutes. So I am bottlenecked here at an hour. I can't make more than 1 an hour. It takes one of each of those to be able to make a warp core. I think there's one in here now. Well, there'll be one in here. See, one warp cell. Takes an hour to make that. So I'm going to increase. I have more assembly units being made, and I am going to increase. Oh, I got to link my container downstairs. So I cannot do that until I go down and link the other container, which is really not a big deal. But we're going to set the link here. Come on, get in range. I'm going to declare this as link. Hope it works. Now I should be linked to the box that my assemblies are producing things. So what I'm going to do here is we are now, whoops, going to turn the link on. Damn it. And now we're going to hit the 1 key. Whoops, come on. Well, don't be a pain in the ass. Or I could press the right button and I couldn't have to worry about it, right? So, that's where we want it. We got one more done. So do that one. That's definitely too far. It's kind of weird that it wouldn't line up perfectly. But huh. Not a big even. I'm both turned the right way. So anyway, now we got to link it. All right. See, this is the box we want it to go to. Am I right? Yes. So we're going to put the outside link there. Like I say, this is a complete mess here. Okay, let's release now. Let's see. Antimatter. Core unit. Apply. We're going to try and maintain 2. I think we better kick it up to 3. Alright, now we need our input. What's it's going to take here? I remember. Okay, it's going to take this box. We've got a link. Yes, and then it's going to take this box. Right? Maybe not. Basic components. Why don't I have any basic components? What the hell's the deal here? Are they in this box? So obviously I've got to link 3 boxes to it. There we go. So now this one is behind. Looks like I'm still too far back. Oops. Look at this. This is weird. I just turn it on and it does that. Huh. What the hell's the deal there with that? Just being a pain in the ass? Yeah, see, this is just not working right for some whatever reason. It's just jumping around. Like it's not in the right place. I guess I just better leave well enough alone. I don't know. See, the server's a little messed up. Now, this one's behind, as you can tell, because I had the other one up running, so it's made some. So I put that one in first to play some catch up. And let's see, and I'll probably have to increase. Oh, I got them maintained on 6. That's probably a good idea. So I ought to reset this one to 6 too. How about that? That way they'll all be the same. Not that it's going to do more than these will. It's never going to happen just because the timers are different. But if, and I got another one being made, that should get me up to 2 an hour. And then I'll have to check and see how I can maintain the feed on the rest of them. And I will add assembly units to hopefully eventually get it up to at least 4 an hour. Hopefully. But there's no guarantee that's going to happen. I mean, they will happen, but it depends on the feed, how much it uses. I do have to have the resources, and I do mind my own resources. So, like I say, we'll go down, we'll check, see. I might be able to add 2 more, another set, and be able to keep up with it. If not, I got to go back. And I think I can. I think I can add more. And I have enough support that I can run them. And we got 15 minutes before we can do that. But like I say, another full set, 2 more of them. A set of 2. Every set of 2 will get me another 1 an hour. Now, how many an hour I can actually run, I don't know yet. But really not much I can do here. I'm going to wait until this last one's ready, and then I will install it, and then I'll probably go mine. I need some silver, so I'll probably go to Alioth and mine while I set the next two up while I'm gone. But I'll wait for this one to get done. Make sure. Yeah, we got plenty, and I think this is how many is running here. Do we need more basic electronic? That's 60. 60 takes, yeah, we'll run another load of them. Down here is my one-off shop. This is where I make things one or two at a time, depending on what I'm making. If I'm making a ship or something, making refiners and stuff, this is where I make that kind of stuff. Assembly lines are on the next level. Right now I have assembly lines that will make medium. It will make medium, small, medium, and large containers, depending on what I have it running. I can make smalls and mediums, or smalls and large at the same time. You know, I let it run out of resources, which is my own fault. So we're a little low on hydraulics, and it's catching up little by little. Let's see, this will make small containers. This one will make large and medium, and the whole line here was self-sustaining as long as you keep resources in it, which I forgot to put in there. See, we're already low on iron, so I'll have to load it up. It's not out, but it's low because the large containers take a lot of iron. So basically, let's see here. We're not doing much downstairs. I'll have to go get some. It's not a biggie. In fact, so I will go get some iron. Ollie off. Whoops. And I have iron in this container, but this is the feed for the warp cells. And this one feeds from downstairs, except for the iron and coal, because I ran out of plugs down there. But this will keep it going. And there you go. Now it will. And what I did, I let it run out overnight, and it used up all my hydraulics. And now it's trying to play catch up, which I really don't care. I got them in inventory, as you can see. I just put 3 of them on the market. So it's not a big thing, and I only sell 2 mediums and a large a day. And I just keep the other ones in stock. I have it on maintain. And I usually come in and I have 4 of this and 2 of that. It's always there. Okay, we'll just wait on this one. I'll install it, and hopefully our warp cell creation will be up to 2 an hour. And that's what I'm doing today. So I'll let you guys get out of here. And I'm just going to go mine on Olioth, which you really don't care to see, I'm sure. Mine to watch is pretty boring. Although, and I will be taking the big ship, because that's a large cargo box, and I'll probably fill it up, so you're probably looking at 400 tons of ore. I think that's what depends on the ore. Some ore's heavier than others, but I will fill it up, the cargo box, and hopefully find some silver. I gotta go look for some silver. Warp cells take a lot of tier 2, tier 3 material. So we'll find what we need. And I don't need to have anything else running. I'm sure we got plenty of, don't have plenty of warp cells. Right now I couldn't warp if I had to. I think I only got 21 warp cells total. And even going to Matus takes, 24 of average, depending on the load in the big ship. So yeah, and buying them is, yeah, you buy 24 of them at what, 18,000 a piece. Yeah, it doesn't take you figure long. It takes a lot of money to run warp drives. Although it does save you time. That's the key. It costs more to warp than it does to fly there. I can fly there on, yeah. I don't use much fuel once I get into space, or even just getting to space. But when I warp's more expensive, except it saves you a whole lot of time. So I'm just gonna get a backlog of them so I can start warping to these places. Like I say, I'd like to get it up to 4 an hour. That would be almost 100 a day. Almost 100 a day. And 100 a day, that way I could actually take trips to somewhere and back a day and not worry about it. And when I don't, I just make that much more longer trips. I have no idea how long a really trip. The only time I've warped is to Matus, and that was coming back with a full load, and it took me 24, I think, 24 warp cells. So there you go. Warping is not cheap, but you do save a lot of time, because flying to Matus takes what, 20, 40 minutes, 20 to 40 minutes, you know. So, there you have it. Okay, we're out of here. You guys have fun. We're just going to go mining, is all we're going to